Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your February 2020 X reading. Guys, I hope you're all well and happy. If you can hear background noise, it's the air conditioner. Unfortunately, it's very, very hot here. And if I turn it off, I'm just going to swelter. I won't be able to do the reading. So I'll try and speak as loudly as possible and hopefully drown out that background noise. For those of you interested in skipping the intro, it has been time stamped in the description box. So feel free to just skip it. Other than that, I'd like to thank each of you that have liked, that have subscribed, that have shared. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you stay for the journey. To my returning Soul Embers family, hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for all the views, but most importantly guys, I'd like to thank you for the love that you bring to Soul Embers through your comments. When the message resonates, you guys truly amaze me. The comments that you leave are truly humbling. I'm so grateful that I can connect with you in a way that I do when the message does resonate, of course, and that hopefully I can continue to help you guys shift your energy into a more positive state of being and help you along on your journey, which is what this channel is all about. But the comments that really make my heart absolutely explode are the ones that you leave in support of each other. Some of us are going through some really difficult times, especially when it comes to energies relating to our ex. These are very, energies that are challenging to shift out of, heal, release, and let go of. And so not only do you guys feel comfortable enough to comment and share your thoughts and your feelings in the comment section of the channel, I love it when another viewer just jumps in and, just drops a couple of lines in support of your journey to help you keep the faith and the hope going. I love the energy that you guys are bringing here. The love that you bring to the channel. I hope to see it further just expand, because that's the kind of community I really want to bring here. I want us all to just be able to work together in shifting out of challenging situations. I guess we're all going to go through them. At least there's somewhere you can go where there are people that are experiencing similar situations, and you've got a network of people that are going to support you. So thank you. Anything and everything you need to know about how I go about doing these readings, how these energies can be applied, flipped, switched, reversed, and how they may play out, as well as what to do if the message doesn't resonate, the disclaimer which has important information on the content of the channel, and how timing can be applied, what we mean when we say timing is fluid. And to those of you that want to reach out for a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. All that information is in the description box below, so feel free to check it out. So let's jump into this reading, Sagittarius, and see who I'm connecting with today and what brings you here. So I've already shuffled and meditated on the cards, and I've got to tell you, when I was channeling your energy, a very interesting message. What I was actually getting, you were going to laugh, and that's okay. I don't mind being laughed at, in a good way, of course. Is the story Cinderella. Excuse me, guys. I'm just going to turn the light on. That's a bit better. Okay. Cinderella, right? It seems like you guys have been in a situation with someone, with your ex, and you've really tried to make that freaking slipper fit. Okay? You've tried different ways of getting that slipper to fit, like those three sisters did. Everyone had a go at trying to get this slipper to fit, and I feel that's what you've been trying to do. You're trying to make the shoe fit with this person. You can see so much potential in this situation that you have tried every way possible to make this work. You have tried to be so unbelievably accommodating, and you can see how much happiness this relationship could potentially bring if only a few things fit properly, and they don't. And so you've gone from being from a space of trying to make it fit, of trying to be accommodating, of, you know, trying different ways to get that shoe on. You've noticed that your feet are all blistered up. You know, you've got massive blisters, they're bleeding, they're popping. You can no longer force this shoe on because it is causing damage to your foot. And so it's time to change the shoe, Sagittarius. And this is where you're at. You're ready to get rid of that damn freaking slipper, and you're ready to find the right shoe that fits you. One thing's for sure though, you've tried it on in so many ways, you know exactly what shoe does not fit. And you know exactly which ones will give you the best comfort moving forward. You know exactly what shoe you're looking for. And so here you go, in search of your new shoe. Oh my God, what a message, right? I know, it's funny, please. You gotta admit, I was channeling it and I was just laughing, even though it's not a laughing matter. All I kept on seeing was someone trying to force the shoe to fit, and then eventually I see this shoe flying across the room because the feet are bleeding and all blistered up, and it's like, no, this shoe does not freaking fit. I can't force it anymore. So let's see how this message is going to connect with my Sagittarians. Who am I connecting with today, and what is it that brings you to this reading? Why are you here, Sagittarius? What do you need to know about your ex? Why are you here? Why are you here today? What is it that you need to know about your ex? Okay. All right. I'm just gonna, oh no, I can't take all those because there are too many of them. Okay, so here's what I'm getting, guys. There's this energy of this person, this ex of yours, wasn't really investing in a way that you would have liked for them to invest into this union, right? And so we've gone through that phase already, and for those that I'm connecting with today, I feel that just as I started that, you thought, oh, same old story. Yes, obviously they were not giving me what I needed, hence why they're my ex. I get you. There's this element of frustration. Obviously there was no equal give and take. Obviously they didn't measure up, okay? But here's the thing. With this energy, I feel that there were things that were left unsaid. There were things that you feel that were gone, overlooked. There is this energy surrounding you that I need to finally say my bit so I can finally let this go. So I can finally move out of this space so that I don't feel that there's something holding me back. I feel like there's something just, it's like a feather that's tickling you, or a piece of hair that's, you know, falling out and it keeps on flapping around and it's frustrating you. It's one of those things where it's like annoying. It's a fly. This is what this is doing to you right now. Almost like, I'm done with it. I just want it to go. Where's the freaking fly spray? Okay. But at the same time, it's like you can't find the fly spray anywhere. You know, it's like I need to be done with this. And what you've come to realize is that you need to say your bit. You need to speak up and make sure in your eyes that you are heard, that those things that you feel were overlooked can be addressed. Then you will feel that things are in balance for you. Then you will feel that there is some sort of closure, and then you can move on. And so this person here, is just totally in the dark. They feel that they were reciprocating in just the right way. They feel that they did nothing wrong. They feel that they came in correct and that you're overreacting, or that you are I'm getting this sense of you're just being, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not seeing what they did for you. This is what I'm getting. You're not seeing how they reciprocated. You're being unreasonable. You're blinded. You're being stubborn. You're wanting to just argue for the sake of arguing. You're unhappy, and nothing that they do and nothing that they say can ever change that. Whereas in actual fact, every time you try and get your point across, and every single time you try and get them to see eye to eye with you, and get them to see that there are things that they've overlooked, and that they continually try and deter the conversation away from those things, that you are always left feeling at the end of that conversation that you never got to say or get the acknowledgement that you needed for those overlooked parts of yourself that you gave into the relationship, which is preventing you from completely letting them go. So it's almost like they really, this energy really pulls you in. You're all done, you're all great, then all of a sudden you see them, you communicate with them, or you hear something if you are not in communication, and you're back there. You get pulled into that energy where you're back there arguing, trying to get your point across. You're done with the arguing. You're done with it. You don't want to argue about it anymore. You don't want to be caught up in that same argument, in that same discussion, with that same outcome when nothing changes. It's old news. Just like the fact that they weren't reciprocating, this is old news. How do I get my point across? So Sagittarius, here you are. You're looking inside of yourself and you're like, how on earth do I finally heal this, and how do I let it go? How do I get this fly spray, and how do I spray this fly so it no longer bothers me? So it stops buzzing around, so I stop getting dragged into that never-ending cycle of the same argument and the same outcome. How do I stop this cycle from repeating? How do I finally put an end to it? Because it's preventing me from taking a leap forward. It's holding me back. Whatever this is what's holding me back. And it's either holding you back, for those of you that want to come back into union, from really being able to see eye to eye, from putting down your weapons and stop fighting against each other, and really starting to work together and fighting for each other and working on the problem, not working on each other, if that makes sense, right? Work on the problem, not the person. That's what I'm getting at. All right, so let me pull out a couple of cards. Yeah, so this person really does feel that, they were working hard towards offering you this stable future. You guys, as far as they're concerned, they were putting in the effort and the steps that were necessary to build a stable future together, to plant the seeds that needed to be planted for whatever future looked like, whatever dream life you guys envisioned to have together, the home that you were going to build, or the way, your home life would be, the family, the friends, that whole thing. It has to do with family and stability. It has to do with, bringing home into your tangible world, right? And finally settling down together. So this person does feel that they truly were investing, but this process was slowed by the fact that they weren't putting in as much as what they may have promised, or they weren't putting in as much as is required, as much work as is required to put into building firm foundations, strong relationships. I feel that too many people had weighed in on this relationship, family, immediate family, brothers, sisters, mum and dads, cousins, I don't know, friends. Everyone there was too much external influence at play that was distracting this person from really focusing on building a stable future as you both saw it. And they found it really difficult to just tune the external stuff out and focus on building with you to fast pace the growth of your union and your relationship. And so this has been going on for some time, and I feel that these arguments really started to escalate. You came from a place, Sagittarius, where you would calmly communicate, you would calmly try and compromise. Like I said, you were really trying to make that shoe fit. I'll try and fit around the family situation and the brothers and sisters and the social convention associated with the community, or the religious aspects that could be influenced with this relationship. I'll try and make that fit. I'll try and, put my best foot forward and really be inclusive of everyone that's involved, so that my person feels that their people are accepted, right? And it really put a halt on how you guys envisioned your future. All of a sudden, what was being built is what was being expected from all these external influences. It stopped being what you dreamed of, and what took place was more of what was expected as the social norm in this community environment, let's say, or in this family environment. And so you know what? You tried to make this shoe fit. It did not fit. You tried to make it fit with, I mentioned, the three sisters that tried to make the shoe fit and it didn't fit. This is what I'm getting. You tried to make the shoe fit for everybody involved. Eventually, all you ended up getting was blistered and bruised. You've thrown away the slipper. You're done trying to make everyone and anyone happy. And all you're focusing on now is how you're going to go about finally cutting off this type of energy that is that's holding you back from embracing the life that you really want out of a partner. And this situation, this has exhausted you, absolutely left you exhausted. What was once an absolutely beautiful idea has now is becoming a nightmare. You're having sleepless nights, you're really anxious, you're trying to look for the answers within you on how you're going to work around this. You've taken some time away. This is what I'm feeling. If you're not completely separated, you've definitely taken a step back now, and you're having a look at this situation and you're like, is this what I want to get myself into? Do I really want to take the next step in this relationship with this person? If it's causing me to feel so anxious, if it's giving me sleepless nights, if it's seeming more of a nightmare than what it is supposed to make me feel happy, and so this is where you feel you're not being heard. You've tried to compromise, you've tried to be understanding, you're not being heard, and I feel that the arguments are escalating, the arguments are getting louder, the disharmony is becoming more and more evident, the tension is building, and something is about to explode. And you know what it is? You making the decision of you hightailing it out of there. So you've either already made the decision to leave and start something new on your own, or you're going to give them an ultimatum. So there are two types of energies I'm connecting with today. Have you made the decision, Sagittarius? Have you hightailed it out of there because you can't take it anymore? And how is that leaving you feeling right now? Are you feeling at a loss? Because I'm feeling that there is a lot of loss involved with this. At the end of the day, you might not be able to take it anymore, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you stop loving a person. It just means that you couldn't make things work with this person at this time. So I don't particularly feel that there's any resentment here as far as loving someone goes. I feel that there's resentment as to, you know, how your person allowed so many different influences take part in your relationship, because it wasn't just the two of you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's have a look at, for those of you that do want to come back into union with this person. All right, I'm not going to take those. How you can go about working through this energy so you can truly start to come back together, you know, start seeing eye to eye, shift out of this really, really toxic, argumentative space. Yeah, okay. And for those of you that don't want to come back into union and just want to let this go, find that fly spray, find that shoe that fits. What have we got? Okay, let's see. So what I'm getting here, guys, for those Sagittarians that really want to come back into union with this person, or that have taken some temporary time apart just to sort through how you're feeling, just to really lift that anxiety that you're currently feeling that's associated with, you know, what's unfolded. I'm just getting that there's this energy of really wanting to be right, really, really wanting to up one each other. You know, you guys are really allowing external influences to play a major part in your happiness. They have truly, truly started to chip away at the foundation of this relationship. And you have forgotten what it feels like to be in love. You may love them, but be in love with them. What it feels like to laugh wholeheartedly, go out and have fun with them. And so Spirit is saying someone needs to take a step down, take a step back. And what feels like, it's interesting how I said a step down, because it's not like you're submitting to them. What you're actually doing is you're giving up your ego and you're allowing for love to take place in those shoes. Okay, to find the shoe that fits you guys, ego needs to be released, and I feel that it's on both parts right now. This is for those of you that really want to come into union. Now, I know you guys might find that, might get upset about that, or might feel that you shouldn't have to take a step down or step back, or however you see it, or submit your ego because of what you've been through. But if you really want to get back together with this person, Sagittarius, someone needs to let go. And if this union means that much to you, then maybe it's something you need to consider. If it doesn't, and if you feel that you don't want to take that step towards letting go of your ego and your pride because of the pain that it's caused you, because it's a reaction, right? This person has shown to be, in some way or form, not trustworthy with what they were going to deliver. And so if you feel that, you know, you don't want to do that right now, well, maybe you shouldn't do that right now. Take the time you need to really assess whether or not you want to give in to this, whether or not you want to put the work in anymore. You know, at some point, that's something you need to come to terms with. When the damage is done so much, and you just look at a situation and you're like, I have done absolutely everything I can, so don't tell me I need to, you know, take another step towards trying to compromise this energy when the freaking slipper did not fit. Don't tell me I have to make it fit again when my feet are all blistered and bruised and I'm looking for that new shoe. Well, maybe it's time for you to just take that time on your own and focus on doing things that make you feel happy so you can shift your energy. You can't control what they're going to do. You can only control what you're going to do. So start working on really, really finding happiness within things for you. You know, you may need to be the one that takes up a new hobby that really changes your focus altogether, shifts it from this relationship. You know, if you're currently just separated temporarily, instead of worrying about this whole thing day and night and how you're going to make it work, and if you want to come back together, maybe instead of worrying about it, maybe think about things you can do that can help you put a smile on your face and that can help you shift your focus. And as your mood lightens and as you let go a little bit of that situation you're currently feeling and you start enjoying your life, maybe the answers will start to flow more freely, because I feel that now you're blocking answers from coming through because you're all, you know, it's all in here. Like you haven't had that chance to really speak that truth, to be acknowledged, like I said when I was channeling at the very beginning of this reading as well. You know, be acknowledged for the things that you've been overlooked for, that effort that you've put in that has completely gone unnoticed. You know, so you can finally release this energy and get the acknowledgement that you need so you can shift out of it. For those of you that do want to move forward and don't want to come back into union with this person, interesting. You know what? It's all about this stability. You're not going to let this escape you. You don't care how you're going to get there, Sagittarius. All you care is that you get there. And so this is the eye on the prize is this. And if it doesn't work with this person, you're really looking at ways you can move forward. And as you move forward, you are going to be more protective of yourself. You are going to be more guarded. You are going to really weigh up the pros and cons. You're done going around in circles. You're done investing in things that get you nowhere, and you end up in the same position that you started. So whenever something comes to you, like I said, you know what shoe you're looking for now. You're going to be assessing that it is exactly the right fit. If it's not exactly the right fit, you are not going to invest in it. So far, this relationship has taught you so much. You've gained so much wisdom from this relationship that you're almost here. You don't have much to go to get here, guys. Okay? So moving forward, you're definitely going to cut out any energies that will not meet you at that same level, that have not grown emotionally, or don't have the sustenance and the courage and determination and the perseverance to see out what is needed to build these firm foundations. Because now you know what this looks like. Now you know what it looks like when someone doesn't put in the effort that's needed to build this strong foundation. And so you have definitely, with that lesson, started to look for that type of person that is going to offer you this type of a future. And you know exactly what they look like. And you are going to manifest them in absolute no time the minute you get to communicate and get to speak your truth and get this message across for the things that you feel you were overlooked for. Spirit is saying, what if you don't get it, Sagittarius? What if you don't get that acknowledgement that you're looking for? That's something that you really need to look at. How are you going to move out of this energy? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you found that helpful. I would love to hear who this message resonates with and what this story is about. I will see you for your March 2020 X readings. Bye for now.